Township Public Library. There was mystery and intrigue as the library is back on its feet and is moving forward, getting itself reestablished. Jennifer Van Hanak is with us, the librarian, and board member Jane Kokolis joins us in the studio as well. And our conversation is brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Todd.
morning.
It's good to have you both with us here today, Jen. We think about the Burrell Township Library. We know the challenges that you've had to overcome. It seems like you're well on your way to doing that.
Yes, it's been 4 years in the making, with lots of challenges like we talked about last time. However, if you get to Main Street in Blacklick, you're going to see a nice foundation that's going to be built. Their supervisors and road crew have been working and getting the grass out of the way. We got some brush and tree, and that's going to be gone. And then soon, a new library. We're hoping for June to get going, and it's just really exciting. We've been in that small little township building, the conference room, and we've done great there. A lot of people have been coming in and coming out and using services. But it's going to be nice to have a bigger area and let kids run around more.
to watch it take shape. Jane, I know this has been quite the long road to get to this point, and it's taken a lot of work by a lot of people.
Yes, it has. Yes.
Yeah. So tell me from your perspective as a board member about the challenges of recovering from the flood and from the various different things that you've come across over the years. Of course, with a small public library, a big part of it is let's find the finances to be able to do something, but you stayed true to the mission.
Well, as you said, the flood was a shock. We had received some grants prior to. We were able to utilize one, which the water took away within 2 weeks. And in 2018, it did not look like we were going to have a good day. But 2019 was a new year and new things happening. So as a board member, I've been with the library for a number of years. But when I was thinking about coming today, I was thinking about years ago when the library, the now lost building, was first started. And my daughter and I frequented it while she was in elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
So things have changed a lot. And yes, can't wait for the new building.
From a historical perspective, since you go back so many years with the Burrell Township Library, give us an idea of what it is like to have a library in a small community and how important it becomes.
I think the library is very important as the children have exposure to laptops and so forth. They've used them so much in school, but this is another way that they can come and visit the library and have more information there and access. Yes, the trend has changed from the papers to the hardback to the
electronic
online.
books, sure.
So, I mean, it's been a big change.
Yeah. When we think back to libraries when we were kids, and you're out of this conversation, Jen.
Stop. Well, I think it's great that we learned yesterday about the broadband and internet funding that our community will be getting, and certainly libraries will be able to benefit from that, and our communities as well.
It really expands the horizon of what a library is able to do, doesn't it? It makes you something that you have access worldwide now to resources.
Definitely, and certainly Pennsylvania libraries do something to be connected together, but going from paper, although I still have plenty of people who love the smell of a new book, I do too. With all the electronic and technology, libraries have had to adjust with that. And I think we've been, especially in the last couple of years, we have grown tremendously in that aspect. We're offering laptops for checkout and providing free Wi-Fi. And I think that's something that might not have happened back then. And who knows what's going to happen in the future.
Either one of you can address this question. It has to do with the new building. The new facility obviously is going to be very much wired for receiving internet, and so you'll be able to basically put in a whole bunch of shelves without any space because you've got books from all over the world that you have access to now. But give me an idea of what the building is going to look like, what are the dimensions, and what sort of facilities are you going to have there?
We're going to, we'll be sharing the building with the township. So just having those local government and library together is going to service a lot of people all at once. The building, I think it's about 2,000 square feet. We'll be next to the post office too, so I feel like that's a real convenience to be able to drive into your area and have everything there at once.
Sure.
We're going to have, I think the library is a little over 1,000 square feet, and then we'll have a shared community meeting room, which the supervisors, they're going to use it for their monthly meetings, but we get the rest of it. So we're going to have lots of programming, books everywhere, a separate children's section, which I'm really excited for, and that meeting room will be able to have our summer program, which I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah. What's the summer program going to be like?
This year is Oceans of Possibilities, and we'll have ours June through August, and a week off for July 4th. I grew up in a tourist town, and I've lived in small towns and big cities, and I feel like sometimes our rural communities don't have access to things that, say, Pittsburgh might, Chicago might, and so I feel real strongly that kids in our community in Burrell Township get those same resources and have just as much fun as the city summer program. So with Oceans of Possibilities, there's going to be some dolphins and penguins and sharks and pirates. So I'm really excited, and I know the kids are too.
Sure. Jennifer Van Hanak is with us. Jane Kokolis, the Burrell Township Library, is making great strides in its comeback, and it's been a while, and I know that it's been difficult. Jane, as a board member, of course, the various efforts that have been made to find funding, whether it be from government sources or from private fundraisers, however it is. If people want to simply contribute to the library, that's not such a hard thing to do either, is it?
Well, we have our link for our capital campaign on our current website, which is basically our name.org. And the contributions to the capital campaign can be designated for special purposes, such as a legacy. I know the Children's Nook would be a wonderful place for someone to designate as being the place that they would like to have their money spent, since the capital campaign will be used for the furniture and tech in the inside of the library.
Yeah.
The other thing going on is the general fund, which is if you have a donation that you can contribute that to either memory of someone or just a plain donation for the operating expenses of the library.
Yeah. I know that you'd love for a couple of underwriters to step up and say, here's $1 million.
Yes.
But that doesn't happen very often in fundraising efforts and in great civic undertakings such as this. So those donations of $20, $30, $40, $50, $10, whatever it happens to be, those are all very, very important, aren't they?
Very much. We had a couple kids come in and check out their weekly books, and one of them had $2 for their allowance, and they put it in the donation jar, and they want to do that. I thought, wow.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
People recognizing the value of it. And of course, you, as folks who are deeply involved with the Burrell Township Library, you know the value of a library to a small community. It's so important.
On that same direction, we updated our systems, and we now have Atrium book systems, which Indiana and Blairsville libraries have had.
Mm-hmm.
So a patron can go online and look through the books and reserve a book, and then when they stop in, they can get that book in the library.
Yeah.
Quick service.
Yeah.
In and out.
Sure. Well, then, for a lot of people, that's the only way they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about later, I'm sure, after the building is up and ready to run, exactly what the new hours and everything are going to be, the expanded services that are available. But for now, you are open.
We are, yes.
And for folks who don't know, what are your hours and how do people get there?
Well, they can walk, they can drive, they can take the bus, they can bike ride. So Mondays we're open from 9 to 3, Tuesdays 2 to 7, Wednesdays we take a break, and then Thursdays 1 to 7, Fridays 10 to 1, and Saturdays 11 to 5. We're trying to make sure that everybody's able to make use of it, from the kids to adults who work and want to check things out or use a computer to the kids. And then we have a story hour on Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Wonderful. Ladies, want to thank you for both coming in to visit with us today. Anything else folks need to know about upcoming events or anything?
Yes.
Okay, what do we have?
Well, we're going to be at Family Fun Fest this
okay.
Saturday, 10 to 3 in the Indiana Mall. We're going to be near Indigo and the Sears. So look for us there. We're going to be doing button making, which is great. And it's just going to be great to see everybody be in person again.
Yeah, wonderful. And get to meet some new friends, too.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you both coming in to visit with us today.
Thank you so much, Todd.
Our pleasure. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM and AM 1160. 24 minutes after 9 o'clock on your Wednesday morning. AccuWeather tells us today is going to be a cloudy day. A high temperature today, I think it's, 45 degrees? Let me grab the sheet here. It's just over here. I moved it so we can get a good Facebook shot of our ladies visiting the studio today. Couple of showers of thunderstorm, 54 actually the high today, 48 tonight. Tomorrow partly cloudy and 64. Hang on to tomorrow.